Collection and documentation of petrified things was his avocation, and during times of uncertainty, it gave a solidity and firmness to his life. The past lifted him from the present, and he found comfort in shaping it into something orderly and precise. So he was forced by his nature to dig things up, exhuming pasts that are never relived, but only imagined. Picking and gleaning carefully to expose the fossilized secrets delicately enameled to the surface of his petrified fragments. She was like women who put things in the ground, carefully making memories out of the reconstructed pieces. Groups against the carbon-14 dating of artifacts sought to destroy his work. So after examination, the objects were carefully buried. Later, when further examination was necessary, he would exhume the objects, interring and disinterring, planting and uprooting. What he took from inside the ground, he replaced. Taking care to preserve these artifacts and at the same time creating a ritual of balance for small objects in which those things holding weight in the ground are replaced by things important above. Reflections of past culture's measure of itself, his objects were pieces of souls to be examined and reconstructed, forever rearranging the pieces to make new parts for the past. Contemplating the disappearance of groups of people and underwater flora, he dreams of his inevitable loss, the loss of his sleeping artifact, his most precious fragment. And just as artifacts survive, so she would survive extinction. As a fertilizer buried to preserve, like the Indians taught pilgrims to put fish into the ground with the seeds of corn, so the sweet girl was sown with the attending artifacts. Delivered into the preserving coolness of the ground, into the silent blankets of enveloping earth, she now its treasure. And as his mind moved slower, more and more he found his thoughts caught in the space between memory and shore water, where the two mix and become a milky tide. Now all this brings back romantic memories of earlier times in museums, when he was able to learn all of this from plastic backlit information signs.